What's up, YouTube? We got a yo-yo review to do today. Now, this one's a little more straightforward than the last one. This is the YoYoFriends shortcut. So, YoYoFriends shortcut is the newest yo-yo from our good friends over at YoYoFriends. They've been banging out bangers. They've been banging out banger yo-yos for a few years now. The shortcut is the latest one. My apologies to my friends at YoYoFriends. I know this has been out for a while. I think it might be sold out in everywhere but their store. Their store now has mystery shortcuts up for 30 bucks. So at 30 bucks for a mystery colorway, all the colorways are cool, by the way. For a mystery colorway, link in the description, get them now. 30 bucks, cool. Anyway, let's talk about this one. So this is sort of their more straightforward this is just a sort of a straightforward wing-shaped kind of yo-yo. You may have a yo-yo like this. However, I don't know that I've seen one come out that's this straightforward, at least in a little while. I feel like Yo-Yo Factory kind of had the market covered, had the market kind of cornered on these, but they don't really do wing. They haven't done a wing shape, just standard mono metal like this, especially not one in the like $30 to $50 price range for a long time. Maybe they've blown out some B grades, but there's sort of an emptiness in the market as far as these are concerned. I've always liked the wing shape a lot, and YoYoFriends really does. They sort of have this like quality to them that like it's just everything. Every yo-yo is dead smooth. Has always these like interesting cuts. They've always got really good colorways like fades, and they've got a really cool green splash too. But there's a couple cool fades, a few solid colors. It's really just kind of a very good, if you want a good, straightforward yo-yo that's not going to cost you a fortune, you don't really care about the colorway particularly, and you're like interested in like a mystery color, this is, I would stop, pause the video, go buy the yo-yo, come back and watch the rest. So, diameter of the yo-yo is 55.33 millimeters with a 45 millimeter width. The gap width is 4.4 millimeters, which is just slightly smaller than usual, but it allows for like sort of nice tight binds. And I really like that. It's really a very good yo-yo. It weighs in at 66.2 grams, which for a mono metal is a pretty good weight. Usually, you know, we tend to see mono metals, in my opinion, kind of work best around that 65, 66 gram mark. Whereas if you're going bi-metal, you want to get around 60, 62 grams, something like that. But 66 grams I think is really good, and it's 6061 aluminum, which, you know, is nice and durable, but it's not sort of exotic or extra expensive. A lot of times you pay more for 7075 or, you know, 7061 or 7068 or whatever. Say just, you know, your standard aircraft grade 6061 aluminum. Really, the finish is always on the 6061 look good too, right? You get a nice grind finish, you get a nice blast finish out of it, and then the fades and anodizing always looks good. It seems to be just sort of that like classic, like component of just like, well, here's a good yo-yo. Here's the price point. Like I said, I think the mystery ones are 30. If you can find them in stock, I want to say that they're probably about $40 to $50 if you're picking like a non-mystery like special one. But I don't know that those exist anywhere. I was trying to find them. Maybe they did initially, and they probably all sold out, as is tend to do with Yo-Yo Friend yo-yos. But this is at 30 bucks for a mystery colorway, a steal, if I will say so myself. So let's go ahead and throw it around a little bit. I do have a zip line on here. It takes, you know, your full-size strings, unlike the 2-bits, which I just reviewed. Was like, yeah, you kind of gotta go with the specialty stuff. This is about as straightforward as it gets. Slap your favorite string on there and go to town. So very straightforward yo-yo. Would be hard-pressed to find somebody that didn't like it. Let's go ahead and throw it around. I'll show you guys what it can do. All right, shortcut. YoYoFriends. Thank you, friends. On first throw, it's got a kind of nice, meaty weight to it. Really nice. Spins a long time. Very smooth, too. Is one of those yo-yos you're going to throw out, you're like, this is a good yo-yo. Like, this is straightforward and good. And it is. There's no... like I said, you're going to have a hard time finding somebody that's like, I don't like this yo-yo. It's good. It's real good. That very like winged competition shape with an interesting a bunch of interesting cuts and interesting, like, just things going on with it, but you're not really, like, you're not, you know, it's not boring. It's not a boring yo-yo at all. Dead smooth, like, zero vibe, none, no vibe, perfectly smooth, as you would expect from our friends at YoYoFriends. Finger spins, super doable, super easy. Thumb grinds. Not as easy because there's not as big of a lip. There we go. And, but, you know, as far as your straightforward can handle anything kind of yo-yo, it is that. Literally will do anything you want it to do. Nice snappy binds, too. But not snaggy in any way. Like, just does everything right. Like, this is you can compete with this yo-yo. This would not inhibit you whatsoever. Straightforward. If this was like your competition yo-yo, this would be, you know, this would be a great competition yo-yo. This would be a great everyday carry yo-yo. This is just a great yo-yo. It's you know, not that you would expect anything less from YoYoFriends, but it's been a little while since they've come out with anything new. Not too terribly long, but it's been a couple months. This one's just a killer. It's great. It would be a great summer yo-yo. Pick it up, throw it around, take it with you to the park, take it with you to the pool. You know, a great yo-yo to have in your bag, especially with the sale they're running, only 30 bucks. You want to get something fresh, something new. This is it, man. This is the one. Anyway, let's go ahead and we'll take it apart, and I'll show you guys the insides, and we'll do pros and cons. Still need to figure out the new office setup, I think. There's still just, it's too much. I gotta be able to, you gotta do it here to there, I don't know. There's a new chair back there because I broke my other one, and it just been too long. So there's a new, it's an armchair instead of just like a gamer chair that's like raw, anyway. So, a little different spatial-wise in here, but we'll figure it out. We'll get it sorted. Anyway, so let's go ahead and take this bad boy apart. First and foremost, I want to point out how nice the fade is. I really like this sort of orangish to purplish fade. Like, how cool is that? Answer? Super cool. That's the answer to how cool is that. It's super cool. As you can see, orange to purple. Lots of cuts there. Cuts and cuts and cuts and cuts. I can't remember the Yo-Yo Factory that was like this too. It kind of had, it had all these cuts too. But very cool. Looks good aesthetically. Really looks good in the, you know, as the light hits it, you can see all the cuts and the fade and all that. White pads, plenty grippy. This is basically what YoYoFriends use on everything. As you can see, the all machined in here. There's no spacers or anything. So nicely machined there. Rounds over ever so slightly before getting to there. Nice soft coming off the string as well. Doesn't have that click that sometimes you get from those. The center track-esque bearing, dead silent. Still spinning. And dead silent. So I haven't done anything to this bearing. It just is good. It was good out of the box. Machined very well. Goes back together nice and tight. Doesn't feel like it's going to strip or anything. Really cool. I like the gap there. You can see it's just your standard wing shape. Nothing too crazy. Just, you know, straightforward and good. The weight distribution, I would say, is pretty good. It's got kind of a good, like, amount of center weight, but still a nice beefy rim. Spins a long time. Nice and stable. You know, really everything you kind of want in a mono metal that's like a wing shape yo-yo. It really doesn't, you know, doesn't compromise anything. It's really just a good, straightforward yo-yo that really just performs really well. And I think that YoYoFriends has really sort of perfected that over the last couple of years. Just sort of those really straightforward, good yo-yos that really perform really well. I think their bimetals are probably some of the most technically performance, you know, high performance yo-yos of the last, you know, few years. You know, we're going to talk about drop mirrors and things like that. I mean, they, you know, they've got yo-yos that perform just as well as those. They've got a big team that likes to use those yo-yos as well. I really like their team. I miss yo-yo contests because those were the guys who they were at everything, and I miss seeing those guys too. I need to start going back to more. It's been a while. It's been too long. I think it's been over a year now since I've been to a contest too. We had one here in Pittsburgh, and it was a banger. Everybody showed up, and it was cool. I don't know if we're gonna do East Coast Masters or not coming up. It's been really hard. It just really has. But you know, as far as this yo-yo is concerned, really good. Really like the shortcut. Really like the shortcut. Like all of it. And again, like I said, $30 right now. Links down in the description of the video. It's a mystery colorway box. So maybe you'll get the rainbow one. Maybe you'll get a gray one. Maybe you'll get the black one. Or is that brown? I can't tell if it's black. Maybe it's brown. Okay. There's a pink and purple fade. There's this fade. There's a green one. There's like a black with green splash on it. The black with green looks really good too. I'm a big fan of black with green. I don't know if anybody knows that about me. But yeah, top tier stuff, top notch stuff. Wouldn't expect anything less from these guys, but man, $30. You can't go wrong. So check the links down in the description, guys. Thanks so much for watching. Please make sure you like and subscribe. Cheers to you. I'll see you next time.